Hello everybody, it is March 26th and right now we're taking a quick look at Cardano, see what the price action is telling us. Today we went from $1.08 all the way to $1.29, so an 18% movement for today. And overall, since March 17th and 18th here, we had a nice uptrend all the way up to the $1.38 open on March 18th, where we closed on March 17th, and we actually did pierce all the way to the $1.47. So ever since, we've been downtrending, we've been consolidating, going sideways here until we reach this buy/support zone, where we do anticipate buyers to start to come in. Overall, volume was extremely high here as soon as we got to the higher levels here on this side. And once we downtrend and we go sideways here, we start seeing that the volume gets relatively low compared to these areas over here. So a couple of things that tells us. As soon as we see that high volume and we start moving away from the price that we had the high volume at, the volume gets very low, which tells us that there's less and less interest in the current trade. And now the current trade was the downward movement. So overall, that's telling you that there's some sort of reversal coming soon. It's telling you that the sellers are less interested in selling, and coupled with the fact that we're getting to a buy and support zone, that's a good sign of a reversal. Granted that overall, once we downtrend and start going sideways, we need to see the price action break above a range that we get stuck in sideways here. So, and that's what looks like that's what Cardano did. And overall, this could be a not that big of a detail, but to me, I take that a bit of a, it's just nice, I guess, cherry on top. But overall, it's just indicating for me that the buyers were a bit impatient and they tried to come in at a bit of a higher rate. So it's not really, doesn't look like it is a higher high, not official higher high where it's pretty clear. But overall here on March 24th and March 25th, we had Cardano close at the $1.06 after piercing through all the way to the $1.03. However, on the previous bottom we had over here, the clear closing and opening prices were at the $1.02 as opposed to the $1.06 on this bottom. And we actually did pierce through the dollar region and went all the way down to the 98 cents. So it's not really saying much, obviously, but it's just kind of showing you that buyers were a bit impatient and tried to come in regardless of where this is sitting at right now. And we didn't even get below the dollar region. So it's just pretty interesting for me to see that happening. Overall here, if we go to the 4-hour region, just to zoom in on the price action, overall this is what we had. It looks like we did find that support at the 200 EMA. So as soon as we started downtrending, we had a nice not a nice, I guess, but just a steep movement to the bottom from this side, sideways action a bit, then another a movement to the bottom, found that support at 200 EMA. And overall, as soon as we, just like we said on the daily time frame here, as soon as you break above this range over here is when you anticipate buyers to start coming in. So there's the range, movement downwards, sideways, and then the bounds of that range are the $1.17, and then here would be the $1.06. And as soon as we broke above this $1.17 area, we saw that the buyers really came in and tried to hop on that train. And if you you'll see probably even more accurate on the 1-hour region here. So if we go here, you'll see that this was a clear resistance line overall, and not until we broke above this resistance, above the boundaries of that sideways movement, you see the buyers started to come in. So that was the exact moment where buyers were interested, and you can tell that buyers were looking to come in, granted if we do break above this. So we see that, and we went all the way up to the $1.29. So yeah, that's pretty much it on that breakout that happened. But if we go back to the 4-hour here, looks like overall the $1.20 resistance line was the critical support, I guess, / resistance line that we needed to pay attention to, since February 20th has been the line that we are the most reactive to. Overall here went down again as soon as we broke above it, propelled the price action, came back down to retest, again came back down to retest. As soon as we break below it, again propelled the price action downwards. And then overall, just a lot of contact points for me to assume that this is the critical level that we're looking at. And today we broke above that level. Now it looks like we are retesting. So overall, the next resistance for me would be the $1.30. And if we do reach to the $1.30 after we prove that this is the new resist and the new support at the $1.20, which has been a resistance for the longest time, the next target would be the $1.30, where we just recently got rejected. And if we're at the $1.30, then we're back up here. So it looks like we're fully are back exactly where we were, and that downward movement is kind of subsided now. It looks like the buyers are more in control. Overall, MACD right now looks like that the selling momentum overall since March 20th, so 6 days ago, has been decreasing over time. We had a bit of a positive momentum that we didn't really maintain that much. And overall right now looks like buyers are really trying to gain that control, and looks like we do want to reverse and have that power over the price action. So it's pretty interesting the way this is playing out right now. I don't want to zoom in too much on the price action because anything can happen on lower time frames. It's a lot of noise that you see, but just to show you here on the hourly chart, looks like as soon as we broke out, went above, met the $1.20 region, broke above that, and now looks like we are trying to find that reversal. And overall, I would say if you're really interested, I guess this is for the day traders, not for the long-term holders. But this is the $1.20, and right now for us to actually assume that this is going to be held as a support, and for us to actually assume that we're going back to the 30-cent region, we would definitely want to see Cardano break above this level over here. So we need to see Cardano break above the $1.23 for us to see a continued movement upwards here with the buyers. Again, now broke a resistance previous here on this side where we saw the line at the $1.17, and broke another resistance, came back to retest it, and now we're gonna keep breaking those resistances until we reach those higher levels. So definitely something to keep an eye out on. We're gonna be updating our Discord group here, and if we do have, I guess, enough to update YouTube on time, we'll definitely do so. But I would say make sure you join our Discord to get these updates on as they go. So if you like this, let me know what you agree or disagree with in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you would like to support us on Patreon, then check out the link in the description below. And thank you for watching.